Step into the world of Tim Burton and Danny Elfman with the San Francisco Symphony. Hear music from Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and more. Performed live by the San Francisco Symphony with stunning visuals. Plus, a special live performance by Danny Elfman himself, November 13th and 14th at Davies Symphony Hall. Don't miss Danny Elfman's music from the films of Tim Burton, November 13th and 14th only. Tickets at sfsymphony.org.
Okay, listen, if I ever end up in handcuffs, it's not going to be for like murder or anything. It's going to be because someone cut the mozzarella stick order down from 5 to 4 and I snapped. Welcome back to Don't Quote Me, It's Probably Nothing. Today's Tuesday, which means it's True Crime Tuesday, which also means that we're going to explore the dumbest, most chaotic, and absolutely unnecessary crimes that humanity has to offer. This week's theme is near and dear to my heart because we're going to talk about food-related felonies. Crimes fueled by hunger, hanger, and questionable decision-making. Because apparently people out there are committing full-on felonies over French fries. Like, hey bud, this is not the Hunger Games. It's Wendy's. We're talking McNugget meltdowns, pizza delivery disasters, donuts, tacos, and emotional damage. I probably didn't say that right, but it sounded good. It sounded good. But it's basically what happens when bad decisions meets good snacks. So go grab a snack and lock your doors and maybe double check your DoorDash order because these next 4 stories will make you realize that hunger truly is the most dangerous motivator. Oh yeah, and I'm Kelly. I forgot to say that. My name is Kelly. So first up, we have the McNugget meltdown. And look, I love some fresh nugs, okay? They're crispy, they're comforting, they taste like childhood trauma and happiness in equal measure. But this woman took that love to a litigious level. So earlier this year, a woman in Fort Lauderdale filed a $15,000 lawsuit against McDonald's. Why? Because according to her, a rogue nugget caused her severe pain and suffering. I mean, I get it. I really do. If a nugget went rogue on me, I'd probably would be sad all week because I would just assume it was lost somewhere. But anyway, apparently one of the nuggets in her 6-piece Happy Meal was unreasonably hot, which, I mean, I don't know about you, but I like mine hot. But this thing apparently scorched her daughter's thigh like a medieval branding iron. The mom said that her child dropped the nugget while in the car and it got trapped between her leg and the seatbelt, and by the time she pulled over, the damage was done. First-degree nugget burn. They actually went to court and a jury, real adults, had to sit there and look at photos of McNuggets and decide whether Ronald McDonald himself was liable for emotional distress. The crazy part is that she won. The court ruled that McDonald's had to pay $800,000 in damages. Now, before you go microwaving nuggets for profit, apparently McDonald's didn't control the temperature properly, so the hotter than legal limit nugget was technically a hazard, which means somewhere out there is a law defining acceptable nugget temperature. America is thriving. All right, so this next story is what happens when you mix Grand Theft Auto with Papa John's. I'm calling it the pizza position. So a 38-year-old man in Ohio decided he wanted to start a pizza delivery business, which respectable goal. But instead of, getting a job, he just stole a delivery driver's car while the driver was dropping off an order. Now, normally that's where the crime ends, but not this guy. He took the stolen car, pizzas inside, and started delivering them to random people in the neighborhood. Like, what are you even doing, my dude? Sir, I didn't order this. Well, yeah, but you want it? Just to clarify, I would say yes. Yes, I do want the pizza. Police found him hours later, still out delivering the stolen pizza with the logo of the pizza place still on the roof. He was charged with Grand Theft Auto and receiving stolen property, which honestly sounds like a lot of legal words for my man who was too dedicated to the whole delivery driver thing. Up next, we're getting sugar high and stupid because our next criminal mastermind was caught thanks to a sprinkle of evidence. Literally. This one's sticky, and it's called the donut disaster.
Step into the world of Tim Burton and Danny Elfman with the San Francisco Symphony. Hear music from Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and more. Performed live by the San Francisco Symphony with stunning visuals. Plus, a special live performance by Danny Elfman himself, November 13th and 14th at Davies Symphony Hall. Don't miss Danny Elfman's music from the films of Tim Burton, November 13th and 14th only. Tickets at sfsymphony.org.
All right, so our next story is one of those cases that proves two things. One, karma is real. And two, if you're going to commit a crime, maybe don't leave literal crumbs behind. So a man in Clearwater, Florida, was wanted for a string of petty thefts. Police had surveillance footage, partial prints, even a witness, but they couldn't quite nail him down until they realized every single scene had the same thing left behind. Powdered sugar everywhere. At first, officers thought maybe it was a coincidence, like someone snacking on the job, but nope. Turns out our sticky-fingered suspect was eating donuts during the crimes, like mid-burglary snack break, which I could get down with. When they finally brought him in, the dude denied everything. Obviously, I don't know that many people who would confess right away. Anyway, actually, now that I think about it, I probably would. I would confess right away. If I did something and someone was like, hey ma'am, did you do this? Yeah, I did it. Because I don't want people to be mad at me. But anyway, it gets better. They told him that there was powdered sugar on his fingerprints, and he literally tried to argue that it was construction dust. But unless you're building a Krispy Kreme, I don't think so, brother. I should have said that in a Hulk Hogan voice. Oh well. They compared the sugar from the crime scene to a sample from his car, which was full of empty donut boxes, and it was a match, which I feel like all sugar would be a match, So if there was another guy out there actually doing it, and this guy was just like, I love donuts and I have a bunch of them in my car, what if it was somebody else who also loved donuts and was leaving powdered sugar everywhere, and an innocent man went to jail because of this powdered sugar connection? They CSI'd the donuts. But anyway, my man got caught because he could not stop snacking while committing felonies, and I feel that in my soul. If you're going to do the crime, don't do the carbs. Okay, this one's a masterpiece. It's the kind of story that makes you go, yes, humanity really peaked somewhere around the introduction of the Doritos Locos Taco. So police in Tulsa, Oklahoma were called to a Taco Bell after employees reported a man acting strangely, which is Taco Bell, okay? But this guy wasn't just being weird. He had locked himself inside the restaurant after hours, barricaded the doors with chairs, and refused to leave. He didn't demand money. He didn't even ask for food. Apparently he just wanted to vibe. His words, not mine. When officers finally talked to him through the glass, he reportedly said, and I quote, "I'm not done yet." I don't know why that made me chuckle. But police eventually broke in and found him sitting calmly at a table, eating cold tacos he made himself with a full cup of Baja Blast. Which, if I locked myself into in a Taco Bell, it would definitely be for the Baja Blast, for sure. And maybe a grilled cheese burrito, because they're delicious. But he wasn't violent. He didn't hurt anyone. And when they asked why he did it, he simply replied, I needed some time to think. Same. We all have those nights where we just need a little crunch and contemplation. He was arrested for trespassing and disorderly conduct, but honestly, I think he deserves a lifetime supply of tacos and a therapist.
Step into the world of Tim Burton and Danny Elfman with the San Francisco Symphony. Hear music from Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and more. Performed live by the San Francisco Symphony with stunning visuals. Plus, a special live performance by Danny Elfman himself, November 13th and 14th at Davies Symphony Hall. Don't miss Danny Elfman's music from the films of Tim Burton, November 13th and 14th only. Tickets at sfsymphony.org.
It's time for the Docket of Dumb, the part of the show where I scroll through the internet, question my faith in humanity, and share the most absurd headlines I've seen this week. So buckle up, because the IQ points are about to drop. Man arrested for trying to trade a stolen car for a PS5 at GameStop. Okay. This one keeps making me chuckle. Okay, I'm just going to take a deep breath and I'm just going to say it. This wasn't that funny when I was writing it because I wasn't high, but now that I'm high, can't stop laughing. Woman bites camel's testicles. Woman bites camel's testicles? I snorted. Okay. Woman bites camel's testicle after crawling into Woman bites camel's testicles. Woman bites camel's testicle after crawling into zoo enclosure to retrieve her. Oh, shit. I must pass out. Okay. Woman bites camel's testicle after crawling into Woman bites camel's testicles after crawling into zoo enclosure to retrieve her hat. Bank robber writes hold-up note on his own birth certificate. Florida man arrested for attacking friend with Hot Pockets after an argument. Couple calls 911 because Subway put too much meat on their sandwich. And that, my friends, concludes this week's Docket of Dumb, where common sense takes a nap and Florida continues to do whatever the hell it wants. I feel like this is supposed to be the end, where I say goodbye. Like, I didn't say goodbye last time either. But I feel like I still want to talk, because I feel like I don't talk enough. And I don't know. I feel like I want to share something funny, but I don't know what it is that I want to share. I mean, a lot of funny things have happened this weekend, I think. I mean, I think they were funny. But yeah, they're so, I went to a wedding this weekend and it was so fun. And there's a few things that happened that I want to tell you, but I'm not going to because I'm doing stand-up and it's part of my bit and I don't want to spoil it for those who are going to come watch me. So if you want to hear it, you can on January 31st. But I'll talk about that more later. But I crack myself up. And because I crack myself up, maybe I'll crack you up too. But anyway, we learned a lot today. Like, nuggets can be lethal weapons, powdered sugar is forensic evidence, and if you're going to barricade yourself inside a Taco Bell, maybe offer the police a burrito. Honestly, I think the moral of the story is simple. Stay fed, stay calm, and never ever commit crimes on an empty stomach. To everyone tuning in on Nighthawk Radio and to all my snack-loving listeners on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, thank you for hanging out with me every Tuesday and Friday. Make sure you follow, rate, review, and share this episode with someone who once threatened to fight over the last mozzarella stick. You know who they are. It's time to close out this buffet of bad decisions with the song of the week. This is Chelsea by Arcade Beach. It's chill, it's catchy, and it's the perfect song for winding down after questioning everything you've ever ordered from McDonald's. Go stream it wherever you listen to your music. Stay weird, stay curious, go be kind to someone for no reason, and go be amazing.
By the window with the rain pouring down.
Step into the world of Tim Burton and Danny Elfman with the San Francisco Symphony. Hear music from Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and more. Performed live by the San Francisco Symphony with stunning visuals. Plus, a special live performance by Danny Elfman himself, November 13th and 14th at Davies Symphony Hall. Don't miss Danny Elfman's music from the films of Tim Burton, November 13th and 14th only. Tickets at sfsymphony.org.